Let's see. Next, let's start with energy. What is energy, students? Define energy.
ability to do work.
Yes. Anything which has the ability to do work or possesses energy. Students, when work is done by such a body, we have to lose some energy, yes or no? And that energy, and when work is done on the body, students, we gain some energy. And energy is a scalar quantity and it is measured in joules. So it's mechanical energy जो है, that can be of two types. That one we'll discuss now. There is kinetic energy and potential energy. Yes or no? We'll be discussing about kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay. So let's go for kinetic energy. Friends, kinetic energy is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion. It is the energy virtue of its by virtue of its motion. It's kinetic energy of a body of mass m moving with velocity v. Let a body is having mass m and is moving with a velocity v. So kinetic energy, students, you know that is equal to half mv square. We'll come to that. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Students, hence mass is positive and velocity are positive, then kinetic energy is always positive. The kinetic energy of a body of an object is measured of the work an object can do by virtue of its motion. When a body is moving, how much work is done? Here's examples of kinetic energy. Vehicle is in motion, water flowing along the river, a bullet fired from a gun. These are the examples of energy. Yes or no? Actually, let's find the expression for kinetic energy. How to find the expression for how to find the expression for kinetic energy? Let's consider a body. Let's consider here a body of mass m moving with a velocity v. Assuming the uniform force opposites its motion to bring the body to rest. There is a force which is laid opposing the body to bring the body to rest. That means the velocity is after some time is going to be zero. And let the displacement is s. So definitely if the velocity is in this direction, the force will be in which direction? Opposite direction. In this direction, the force is acting on it. Let students, you know v square minus u square is equal to what? 2s. Na? Finally comes to zero means 0 square final velocity is 0. Initial velocity v we have taken is equal to 2as. So a is equal to how much, students? Minus v square by 2s. Correct? That is the acceleration. Actually, the opposing force on the body, right? The opposing force on the body, the opposing force on the body, the opposing force on the body, that is F is equal to ma. That is equal to m into a is how much, students? V square by 2s. Na? Yes or no? That is s. Students, from Newton's third law of motion, you know, force applied by the body, that is minus F. Minus F is equal to how much? mv square by 2s. Correct? And student, as the body moves against the applied force, the displacement along the force applied, body is moving along the applied force. I'm applying the force in this direction, or the body is moving. Sorry, I'm applying the force in this direction, body is moving in this direction. That's why only, students, its displacement is along the force applied by the body. So here net work done by the body against the opposing force is equal to how much? Work is equal to force into displacement, students. Work is equal to force into displacement. Force is equal to how much we got? mv square by 2s into s, and in the same direction. So that's why s cos 0 degree angle is 0 degree, cos 0 degree, cos 0 is equal to 1. So that is equal to how much? Half mv square. Understood? So kinetic energy of a body, students, we got kinetic energy of a body is equal to how much? Half mv square. Correct? Next, let's see relation between kinetic energy and linear momentum. Next, let's see relation between kinetic energy and linear momentum. Relation between kinetic energy and linear momentum. Friends, when a body moves with a velocity, its kinetic energy is equal to how much? Just now we saw kinetic energy is equal to how much? Half mv square, na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Multiply a m, divide a m. So it will be m square v square by 2m, na? And m square v square means mv whole square by 2m. Yes or no? So that is how much? V square by 2m. Correct? mv is momentum, na? V is equal to momentum or not? Momentum, mv. So you got the relation. Friends, if two bodies of different masses have same momentum, then lighter body will be having get greater kinetic energy. Why? See here, kinetic energy finally I got proportional to p square by 2m, na? Two bodies having same momentum. Same momentum is like momentum is constant. Then kinetic energy is inversely proportional to what? 1 by m, na? So that's why if two bodies of different masses, I'm having a one body m1, another body having m2. M1 is greater than m2. I'm same momentum. Which one is having more kinetic energy, students? M2, which is having less mass. Yes or no? Because kinetic energy is inversely proportional to 1 by m. Got it? Yes or no, students? Another example, students, let's say this is one case, kinetic energy is proportional to 1 by m. Next, another thing, students, you see, let another, a bullet is fired from a gun, and students, the momentum of the bullet and the gun are equal and opposite. Yes or no? Recoil of velocity of gun. Friends, from the above expression, ये जो expression हम निकाले, you can see that the ratio of kinetic energy of the two bodies having the same magnitude of momentum. You can see here. I'm having right here the ratio of kinetic energy of two bodies, ratio of kinetic energy of two bodies
Sir,
having the same, wait, the ratio of kinetic energy of two bodies having the same magnitude, two bodies having the same magnitude, two bodies having the same magnitude of momentum. Momentums means momenta, we say it, plural form of momentum. So having the same magnitude of momentum is in the inverse ratio of the masses. Is in the inverse ratio of masses. Is inverse ratio of masses. Inverse ratio of what it, students? That means, students, if in the question as you are saying, when a bullet is fired from the gun, then kinetic energy of the bullet divided by kinetic energy of the gun. Kinetic energy in inverse proportional to mass, na? So the ratio of their kinetic energy, if mass is given, then we have to take mass of the gun divided by mass of bullet. Got it? Or not? Kinetic energy of bullet by kinetic energy of the gun is equal to mass of the gun divided by mass of the bullets, because inversely proportional. Got it, na? Once again, see, a mass of bullet M moving with a velocity v in a wooden block. Students, yes or no? And F is the resistance force offered by the block of the bullet. When the bullet entered the block, it got some resistive force due to the wooden block, and later after moving a distance x, is stopped. So what is the work done here? From this point to this point, what is the work done? Force into displacement, resistive force into displacement Fx. And what is the energy? Kinetic energy half mv square. And that kinetic energy half mv square is equal to Fx. So that F is equal to how much, students, here? mv square by 2x. Directly you can find what is the mass of the bullet given, at what velocity it entered given, or displacement after moving, what displacement is stopped, it is given. So you could find the force. That is v square by x is equal to constant, and v square proportional to x. V square proportional to x. Understood? See here, students. For a given body, we know all the relations. For a given body, just see, for a given body, students, the graph between kinetic energy and momentum. Kinetic energy and momentum. What is the relation between kinetic energy and momentum? See here, students. Kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m, na? Yes or no? The graph between kinetic energy and momentum. See here. If in this direction I am taking as kinetic energy and in this direction I am taking as momentum, so student, it will be like this. And if it is in the opposite direction, body is moving, then it will be like this. The graph between kinetic energy and momentum is always, remember student, it is a parabola. It is a parabola. Next student, see here. Next one thing you see. First, the graph between kinetic energy is equal to what? Proportional to p square, na? So kinetic energy, root over of kinetic energy is proportional to only p, na? So that means the graph between root kinetic energy, root over of kinetic energy and p is a straight line. And its slope will give me what, students? Root over of kinetic energy by p. Its slope will give me what? Tell me. Kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m, na? Yes or no? So kinetic energy by p square is equal to how much? 1 by 2m, na? So root over of kinetic energy by p is going to be how much? Root over of 1 by 2m, na, students? Yes or no? So the slope of root kinetic energy and p from the graph, what we can determine, students? 1 by root 2m. So if I'll draw the graph between kinetic energy, root over of kinetic energy and momentum, so it is nothing but a straight line. Okay, the graph will be a straight line. So if I'll be going, अगर हम देखेंगे, the graph between root over of kinetic energy and 1 by p. So it will be how much? Inversely proportional. Kinetic energy and p square by 2m is inversely proportional. So if I'm taking root over of kinetic energy in this direction and momentum in this direction, so it is inversely proportional. So it will be a rectangular hyperbola. It will be a rectangular hyperbola. Okay. And so next, if I'll go be drawing the k, let's see, let particle is projected off from a point at an angle theta with the horizontal. That means, another example, let a particle is projected off some angle theta with the horizontal. At any time t, students, this is moving with an angle theta with the horizontal. Friends, at any time t, if p is the linear momentum, at any place the p is the linear momentum, and let y is the vertical displacement and x is the horizontal displacement. Okay, I threw a body like this making an angle theta with some velocity. Particular after some time t, here momentum is p, here momentum is p. Here momentum is p, and students, y is the vertical displacement. You are seeing this is the vertical displacement, and let this is the horizontal displacement. Okay, and the nature of the curve drawn, how the kinetic energy of the particle will change with y displacement and x displacement. Let's see all those things. Yes or no? Friends, if I will be drawing here the kinetic energy versus y displacement graph, how the kinetic energy and y displacement will vary. Friends, see here, kinetic energy is equal to, at that point, kinetic energy, initial kinetic energy, because initially there was no potential energy, only kinetic energy. When it is going to this point, what is the potential energy here? Mgh, that is mgy, na? H is y displacement. So what will be the kinetic energy here? Total kinetic energy will be initial kinetic energy jitna tha minus mgy. Yes or no? So if I'll draw the graph between y displacement, see here, if I draw the graph between y displacement, it is kinetic energy versus y displacement. How it is? First negative. This is constant. If negative means if initial kinetic energy will be increasing, Then with y, see here, initially y was not there. Kinetic energy was maximum. Slowly, kinetic energy decreasing, but y is increasing. So that means inversely proportional. So we could draw here. It will be like this. Kinetic energy and y will be like this. The graph between kinetic energy and y. And if I'll be going for time, students, if I'll draw the graph between kinetic energy and time, graph, various graphs of this motion, you'll be getting questions. Kinetic energy versus t graph. So when you see here, total kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy minus mg into y. Y is equal to what? S is equal to ut plus half it square. Na? That is uy displacement, initial velocity along y into t minus half gt square. Correct? See here, t square is very, yes or no, students? This part we are writing in place of what? Y displacement, uy into t minus half gt square against gravity. If I'll be going for kinetic energy versus t graph, students, kinetic energy versus t, then it will also, students, decrease. It will also decrease and it will decrease like this. Next, student, if I'll be going for kinetic energy versus displacement, and then we'll see for kinetic energy versus momentum. This we'll see today. Next class we'll go for potential energy. Okay. Let's see here. Next, if I'll go for kinetic energy versus displacement, x displacement. So that was y displacement. First we saw kinetic energy versus y, then we saw kinetic energy versus time, then we'll see kinetic energy versus displacement. Let's see here. Kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy minus mg. What is x? Equation of trajectory, you know. X tan theta. Y is equal to what? mgy. In place of y, in place of x, equation of trajectory, what you can write? X tan theta minus gx square by 2ux whole square. Yes or no? And how? Because we know ki is equal to mgy and y is equal to what? Y is equal to x tan theta na? Minus g by 2ux square. We have already derived equation of trajectory into x square. So here you see it is also a parabola. It is also equation of a parabola. It is also parabola. And by putting the different values of x and kinetic energy, if I'll redraw the graph, it will be kinetic energy versus x. So it will be like this. Okay, understood. Then, student, at last we'll go for kinetic energy versus p square. At last we'll see the graph versus kinetic energy versus p square graph. Then, student, it is nothing but a straight line. It is a straight line. It is a straight line. It is a straight line passing through origin. It is a straight line passing through origin. And slope is equal to how much? Just now we found just before 1 by 2m. Because p square is equal to 2m into kinetic energy. That means p square proportional to k. The graph will be, students, like this. Kinetic energy, here p square, like this the graph will be. You got a brief idea about all the graphs versus different parameters